Good morning, YouTube. 9:32 a.m. 1/11/2021. Okay, I took the time last night and I watched one of the live episodes of David Wilcox. Some of y'all would know who I'm talking about. Some people just shake their head at me for even listening to him. But a lot of what he was speaking about last night was under it wasn't under the spiritual. It was more of what's going on in the background. He was putting two and two together. Okay, there's an individual out of Italy. Myself, I think he's some kind of high-ranking individual that has proof with affidavit. He asked for him and his family to be protected. He would show up in any court in the United States or through Zoom or whatever methods needed. He actually has proof and evidence that at the time that the numbers was being flipped from Trump to Biden, he's real time got it, every bit of it. Okay, this ain't been talked about. Okay, there's only a few people that's got it out. I'm sure by now some of them demonic idiots has seen or heard something about it. Okay, or they wouldn't be acting all stupid like that. Well, stupid is something in their nature anyway, but they're beyond even having any kind of common sense whatsoever left in them at all. Okay, one of my subscribers turned me on to a preacher that went into detail about what I suspected, okay, that a lot of people didn't catch. The 4th of July, Trump's wife, Melania, writes a tweet from Mount Rushmore. I think that's where they was at. I think that's where the Twitter or the tweet come from. That she could not wait to get back to the White House to watch the POTUS sign the Constitution. Okay, the preacher yesterday confirmed it. We are now standing under actually a republic constitution, not a Republican, fuck a Republican, but it's still early yet. If this is to be the case, here's speculations, rumor mills. Everybody's got an asshole type situation. Okay, this is all an assumption. For if this is the case, and he overrode the Constitution that we had been under for many, many years fraudulently, okay, and actually put us back as a republic and back to we the people behind all these idiots. They don't quite get it yet, or maybe they do, and they're trying every way they can to dysfunctionally tear the new Constitution, which is the actual old Constitution, reconstituted. I'm thinking that's how this works. Plus, I'm assuming, being that it is this way, Trump said he's not going to show up to the inauguration. He said we're going to have a smooth transition. Okay, I can foresee him not asking for any kind of fucking signatures on that thing, other than his and just a few others that he could trust. Okay, because all these people up there giving this, if this is the case, this is my opinion. when this comes out on their ass, they don't get it. They are irrelevant now. Don't give a fuck who voted them in. Don't give a fuck how many 40, 50 fucking years they got in their little thrones up there. All of it becomes completely insignificant in the real world. Because we no longer, at that time, the 4th of July, and up to now, we have not been following their Constitution, okay, that was patented along with their corporation. So, if Trump went around them and done this to them, and you got all these people, idiots, okay, Democrats, Republicans, the liberals, all these dumbasses, okay, none of it's going to make a damn. They will not be able to have a say-so whatsoever about this. Being that he is the head CEO of the company, I think he had all right to do so. And I believe he's had some constitutional people around him showing him the directions that he needs to go in. Okay. Now, he's just got to get the trash out of D.C. I think that's heading in that direction. I listened to a fellow named Pimpy. I like listening to him. He assumes and things because of his educational value here that sometimes that he may be rocking above everybody else when it comes to figuring things out, but no, he's got no more figured out than my asshole because we all have one, an opinion. Okay, I've left him messages, hints to all this, but he won't jump on that road because I think it might hurt this. Okay, I ain't trying to belittle him. I ain't trying to make him mad. I'm just saying that there's some things here at play that he's not picking up on. Okay, he's talking about the Insurrection Act. Okay, it's not going to be hard to make this basically a full-fledged martial law under the Insurrection Act, because as soon as these little terrorizing vampire baby killing motherfuckers starts getting arrested in D.C., do you not understand that it's going to pop off in a whole lot of other cities too? Then it will go down as an insurrection martial law. It'd be easy. He knows this. We're seeing the ones in D.C. Okay? And if this is a chessboard and it's a chess game, right now we're seeing the pawns come out the hole. All the ones on the back line there, the knights and all the other ones, the rooks and bishops, they're being spread out all over the board, which is the United States. I've been hearing this for the last 2 or 3 months. It's weird how you can run in the same circles of people, gather the same sources of information, and come up with something totally seem like different than someone else. Okay? I'm letting my gut tell me what may be or may not be, which my gut's lied to me before, because we are, like I said, dealing in a manner of we are in it, but we're pushed away from it. So we got to guess at everything that's going on, just like Pimpy. But these things that just took place with like David Wilcock last night, that was a 3-hour live thing. And he goes into his spiritual thing close to the end of the video. But he goes into detail and step by step by step by step what's going on, how it's been laid out. And he's been he's been at least 80-90% of the time dead on the money of what's coming on. Okay. Supposedly he has insiders too. but we know how that goes. Okay. Like I said, this individual from Italy was tied into the candy ass group known as the Clowns of America. Okay. And he even helped set this up. So that's the insider of the insider. He's got proof real time. Shows it. Votes being flipped from Trump over to Biden. And like I said, my understanding is all the wrong people ain't seen this evidence or ain't even heard about it yet. And they're running around with like chickens with a head cut off. Oh, Nancy, bitch. She was making some deals on her laptop, and her laptop got took. She was trying to send jet airplane engines, ours, to overseas China. She's trying to sell. And some other little dirty deeds done dirt cheap too, along with a whole bunch of other ones in there. Okay? The first thing I hear is 11 laptops. But the only one they're focused on the most, okay, is the ringleader. And that's Nancy Pelosi, the crypt keeper with makeup. But, like I said, not knowing me, or not knowing most people, they can claim whatever they want to claim. But we're in waters and territory we do not know. Okay, don't know if there's a reef right up 50 foot in front of us, iceberg 10 foot behind us. We don't know. Okay, but if Trump done what I think he did the 4th, okay, he's kept his mouth shut, and he allowed Melania to put it out one time. One time. And for some reason, everybody's run and ignoring that Twitter one post. That was like bells, whistles, flags, fireworks going off for me as soon as I heard it. And it started getting me to think, well, for if he signed our Constitution, reconstituted our Constitution back as a republic, he's got way more power than the bullshit that was handed down to him as the old president. Because from here out, the laws, regulations, and rules and the EOs that he's just come up with can be implemented into the new Constitution. Being he is the actual maker, I guess, or creator of this document, for him to bring the document back from the dead, okay, would allow him powers of reincarnation of something, okay? Because I don't know if people understands this, but law papers is considered something that's created and has life because of the words on them. And I've even seen this and thought to myself, now how the hell does a piece of paper have any kind of life to it? Well, didn't really dawn on me until, the Bible tells us that the word is a two-edged sword. Okay? And the word is life. The word of God is life. It's spoken. He spoke us in existence, the earth in existence. So yeah, it's got power. So if this is the case, and it's like that little preacher yesterday, one of my subscribers, and I appreciate that very much. What you sent me, it just, like I said, ring bells, fireworks, everything went off my head when I heard Melania's tweet. Then he kind of confirmed exactly what I was thinking. Okay, I didn't know. Now the truth's coming out and things are happening. And yeah, we're going to go through probably a shit show, a shit storm. Listen to another young guy, I can't think of his name. I just watched him a few minutes ago before I was doing this. I think DC is, you got up to 180 miles of down there that you can travel. Well, these idiot Democrats and liberals and all these uh, uh, monkey-brained fucking so smart that they think they're God idiots, okay, help set up these non-climbable fences, help bring in the National Guard, and help lock the fucking DC down. So where are y'all roaches motherfuckers gonna run now? Because you're a senator or congressman? No. You fall under the same motherfucking scrutiny as we the people. So, remember this, you dumb fucks. And, like I said, Nancy's little laptop, she's sitting there making deals on the day that was most important to the 3.5 million people that showed up outside, okay, of this Capitol. The most important day of their lives trying to put the vote back where it needs to go. Wilcock also covered a little bit of that last night too. In this, he wouldn't never call it a new constitution, but he was hinting at it. I kept hearing references to certain things, and it fell back under our constitution, some of the references he was using. So, when it comes down, like I said, they put their own self in their own trick bag. And I understand, it still buffaloes me or baffles me. These people, you look at them and you listen to them now, go back even a year, that's when it really set in on me, is how in the hell did any of this ever friggin' work when you look at these people and you listen to these people and you're like, these was the people that was running the country. It still baffles me how we was not took over even more so quicker, because this is like a person with an IQ of 300 trying to rob a bank and all the tellers has got IQs of 50. More than likely, the guy with the IQ of 300 could walk in there and just talk them out of their money. It blows me away. It'd have to be definitely the good and bad fight, the good and evil fight. Wilcock was talking about, I can't quote him 100%, but he was talking about the good and the evil, and Trump and his people has actually done something that nobody's never done. There's a few stories about it. They actually beat, and in process of finishing beating, the devil. See, but being the devil used man's capabilities and creations and laws, they're not really, they are, but they ain't. They're using man's own words and his own creations against him, with the author and penship of the thoughts and the foregone thoughts of Satan trying to go against us. Here again, the biggest lie ever told by Satan is that he didn't exist, and we were supposed to believe it. And then he become prevalent to a whole lot of secret societies as the light bearer of somebody of good. Okay? We've seen his good. We got history of his good, not just here in the United States, but thousands of years of it from all over the world. Peace to all y'all. I ain't gonna stay on here long, but like I said, I had that feeling then when I seen that tweet from Melania. I knew. I was like, when I heard it, I went and looked, and I can't find nothing of any other president in the last, I don't know, I think I went back 4 terms. Who the hell was that? Bush or Reagan? I can't remember. But anyway, looked up 4th of July celebrations, kind of scanned through. I didn't read everything because it turns into volumes and chapters and volumes of books. But I could not find nothing stating anywhere of any president, okay, by as far as I went back, ever signing the Constitution on the 4th of July. Then the little preacher yesterday confirmed what I had heard. Then Wilcox, David, kind of did in a way too, but wouldn't say it. He was being real cryptic on the way he even was saying things. But anyway, y'all, peace to you. Yeah, I believe some of it's already started, and they don't even know it yet. It's going to be the frog in the pot scenario. They're not in the boiling water is not going to happen quite as fast as we think it is. And I believe it's going to be done in chunks, so it could be managed and manageable enough to where it'd wake a bunch of dumbasses up out there, the ones that don't want to believe anything's going on. Within 1 hour, I've heard 6 different people last night saying Trump signed it. Then, like I said, Pimpy saying what he was saying, and the rumors going around that Flynn is our new vice president. Well, that can't be done under the Insurrection Act. There's got to be a certain amount of this, and it's got to follow that. Well, if Trump signed in the new Constitution, who's to say Flynn didn't sign it too as the vice president then? See, the overlooked, simplest shit is where all of us is running from, because the complication of it all is when we see all these stupid ass dumb people that's been running our country, and how for them just to create a food stamp act, it takes 500 people and 3 rooms full of fucking files. Overcomplication of bullshit. Reason it's there is because all 500 of them motherfuckers that come up with it is getting a cut from it. I seen it back years ago when I took my food stamps back to the city people there in Roanoke. They was going to give me $16 a month. I told them, I said, look, this is kind of redundant. And I went home and I looked it up to see how much federal money was being pumped into the food stamp office there locally. And I started doing a little breakdown of the math, and it should have been anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000 per person. I even done all that, printed it off with it. I took it to my food stamp worker and handed it to her, and I told her straight up, I said, I asked for you to take me off of the food stamps. I said, because I've looked up the con, and seen what's going on. And I told them, I said, if there was not 700 of y'all in here, okay, one individual could cover one location in Roanoke, okay? We're talking 5, 6, maybe 10 people at the most, and there was more than 200 or 300 of these people. One place, say, I lived in Southeast. Southeast was like a district. Southeast could have been cut in half, and 2 people could have handled every bit of one of the cases, all the cases. But no, there was 60, 70 motherfuckers sitting there doing that district. And I told her, I said, I see where the money's going. I looked around. I said, $16 a month. Well, that'll help out. So no, the helping out is when y'all are gone. I said, no offense to you. I said, you don't even have a clue on what they're doing to us and you. You're getting a paycheck. You're just trying to get along and have a life. That's what I told her. I said, I understand that. I said, but a loaf of bread and a pack of fucking bologna is not that fucking important to me when I see what could have been a benefit to me. And thank you, Google, for giving me the statistics on that. Because y'all don't want to hide anything that's giving the pretentious thing of how much money, okay, y'all had the grand total. I just broke it down. But see, they already know, too, most people wouldn't took the time to done that. So that's why they do that. Peace to all y'all. Love y'all all. And there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. And our Heavenly Father's got way more to do with this than Mr. Trump. Even though Mr. Trump's a tool. And Mr. Trump understands that. And he's seen and has seen the bigger picture. And if we are under a new constitution and under a republic, eventually that will come out. Because there's records of them showing how they ripped us off and made this D.C. area a corporation, the United States, not of America, but the United States. Then used our Constitution to buffalo our ass to think, okay, they never could really take it away. They knew that. But they also knew ways of going around anything that was beneficial to us. That's what they've done. That's what they've been doing. Now, D-Day is arriving on their ass, and I believe a few of them is understanding their feet's on fire and their asses is catching. They're finally starting to see the bigger picture. They're finally starting to wake up from their ice cream coma. And they're at least 2/5 a day, Nancy. Peace.